back, everyone. I am Melanie.
I'm Santana.
And this is just one more chapter. It is May.
Yes.
May time.
Love May.
Oh, goodness. Where's the time of going? To start off this podcast, if you have not watched the previous one because you didn't read the book for April, we did announce the book for the month of May, which is All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. That's the book we're going to be doing for the month of May, so get it if you haven't already.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
I'm excited. I haven't started it yet.
Nope, haven't started, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty quick. At the moment, it is on sale with Amazon. It could be on...
I think it is on Kindle Unlimited too.
Yeah, could be on there. It's like a mystery, romance, suspense,
True crime.
True crime. Yeah, and it came out this year, 2025.
Oh, wow.
So we're really excited to read it.
Exciting. Yes.
Where can they find us,
You can
Santana?
find us on Instagram, TikTok. You can rate and review our episodes on Spotify and Apple. Like and subscribe to our YouTube. All the links are in the description down below for you guys, so it's nice and easy. You just got to click there, and also follow us on Fable. That is where we hold our monthly book club.
Yes. If you would like to know what book we're doing for the next month ahead of time, just to see if you want to be a part of it or not, that's the place to go, as we do announce it early. But also just for us to chit-chat about the book, and we do ask the people who are on the Fable account if this genre or this type of book is something that's interesting to them. So you have... You're able to contribute to the podcast.
Yes, give us your feedback.
Absolutely. So I started my first audiobook.
Oh yeah, how is it?
It's Anathema by Carrie Lake.
Okay.
It's good, and I am remembering, but I'm definitely having to dial in my, while I'm listening to it, so I don't forget what's happening.
Yeah.
The actors who do the audiobook are wonderful.
Yeah,
they're really good. He's really good. The mailman character, voice actor is really good. So
it makes all the difference when they're good voice actors.
Yes,
Right?
really
it
good.
It really pulls you in.
I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm honestly glad I'm listening to it because there is a lot of backstory. There is a lot of story in general that you're having to remember. So I'm really appreciating it, someone saying it to me, because some of the words I probably would have a hard time saying.
I agree. Yeah.
And they're saying it correctly on there.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's definitely taking a long time for me to listen to it, finding time to listen to it.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if I'll keep doing it after this book.
I know, it's hard for me to get into. But at the same time, it's like you feel you can get more books in if you were to listen, right? Like if you're on a walk or driving in the car, it's convenient. But
yeah, I totally, that's one of the, I think, the aspects of why I'm doing it, so I can get more books in. It's just finding time to listen to it. If I do in the car and my kids are like being kids, it's hard for me to kind of really
100%
really
focus.
get into it. Yeah. So
I agree.
It's not bad. I definitely, if you're a person who's an audio listener, you haven't listened to that book, read it. The actors are wonderful.
Oh,
they're
good.
really good. And it was a book on my list that I've wanted to read. I just haven't gotten into.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good.
yeah.
Something different.
Exactly. So, month of May, beginning of the month, you know what that means. We are talking about May releases. I'm excited about this one. There's a lot of books here and books on that list that I've really wanted to read.
Oh, good.
I think this is the first month so far we've done this that I'm really interested in the books.
Oh, good.
So.
Oh, I kind of found it was like the opposite for me.
Shut
Maybe
the
I just
fudge up.
didn't find a really good list or something.
Wow, maybe
I don't know.
different.
I was on Goodreads, so I don't know.
Me too. We do have two different tastes.
Yeah, we do.
So that
We
doesn't,
do.
that doesn't,
Yeah,
that's not shocking to me.
Some of these I'm like interested in, but like not like the previous ones I found were more interesting, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, start it off.
Jump it in.
Jump it in.
32 Days in May by Betty Carvello. This will be released on May 13th. Nadia Fabiola wants to lose herself in Evergreen, the Jersey Shore town where she grew up vacationing with her family, and never look back at her glamorous, gainfully employed former self. After a shocking lupus diagnosis turned her life upside down, she's desperate for a sense of control over her body, her life, and her mental health. But when her rheumatologist sets her up with his charming former actor cousin Marco, a fun first date turns into a steamy May-long fling. As their connection deepens, Nadia hides her illness, fearing vulnerability more than heartbreak. With the
It's okay.
with the month slipping away and her health declining, she must decide if love is worth the risk of opening up.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
like
oh,
that.
that's different.
Yeah.
I don't really read a lot of books with like illnesses.
I read one when I was younger. It's a John Green one.
Yes, of course.
I love that book. Do I still
The
have
Fault
it?
in Our
The Fault in Our Stars.
So good.
Oh, such a good book.
But like as adult, like
No.
I thought that was interesting. She's got lupus and
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Cute. My first one is like one of my most anticipated reads for the year, The Night in the
Ooh.
Moth
Oh yes.
by Rachel Gillage.
Yes.
Super exciting. I'm going to read the description. I'm probably going to butcher it like I did last time. Sybil has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all, like the other fondling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral. Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6. I'm so sorry that my dog is barking at the same time, you guys. I'll keep going. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur. And lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister, diviners, near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral, rude and devilishly handsome. The knight, Roderick, has no respect for Sybil's visions. But when Sybil's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside the cathedral cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answers she is seeking. And as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heteric can defeat a god.
Is this a follow-up to the last book? No, it's a brand new. Ooh, is it going to be a series? Do you know?
I think so. I think it might be a duology.
Exciting.
I'm so excited. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
excited. So, yeah, it comes out May the 20th.
Ooh, exciting.
I think we might be doing a book like that for June. I don't know. Wink, wink.
My next one is The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers. This will be released on May 6th. Nicole Nick Monroe's life has been stuck since her sister Casey vanished 7 years ago. After a DUI and years in a dead-end job, Nick is barely hanging on. On the night Casey went missing, her car was found over 100 miles from home. The driver's door was open, and her purse was untouched in the seat next to it. The only real clue in her disappearance was Jules Connor, another young woman from the same area who disappeared in the same way 2 weeks earlier. But with so little for the police to go on, both their cases eventually go cold. But when Jules' sister Jenna shows up offering Nick a sliver of hope, the two join forces in a desperate search for answers. Their journey is a dark, emotional ride that will push them to the edge as they fight to uncover the truth, no matter the cost.
Ooh, thriller,
Yeah.
tension. Love it. Love it. I really want to read we keep talking about these months, these different thrillers.
Yes.
I want to pick one up. I just
know.
haven't.
I know it's hard sometimes.
May the 13th, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie comes out. Brother Diaz has been summoned to a sacred city where he is certain a commendation and grand holy assignment waits him. But his new flock is made up of unrepentant murderers, practitioners of ghastly magic, and outright monsters. The mission he's tasked with will require bloody measures. From the all in order to achieve its righteous ends. Elves lurk at our borders and hunger for our flesh, while greedy princes care for nothing but their own ambitions and comfort. With a hellish journey before him, it's a good thing Brother Diaz has the devil on his side. Very mysterious. Like I don't really know much about this book. He's obviously a priest. They're in like a different world because there's elves and devils.
Devils. Yeah, it sounds good though.
It's a cool fantasy.
Yeah.
By a male author. So yeah, I'll check it out.
Interesting. My next one is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. This will be released on May 6th. Good things happen at the lake. At least that's what Alice's grandmother always said. And it was true, once. When Alice was 17, she spent a summer at Nan's cottage in Barry's Bay. It's where she took that photo, the one of 3 teenagers in a yellow speedboat. The photo that changed everything. Now Alice makes her living behind the camera, comfortable watching the world from the sidelines. But when Nan breaks her hip, Alice suggests they return to the lake for another summer together. She's craving something more, and Barry's Bay might be the place to find it. What she doesn't expect is Charlie Florick, the boy from the boat, now grown, still just as charming, and somehow able to make Alice feel like the 17-year-old girl again. Days on the lake and nights under the stars start to feel like something more, and when Charlie turns his gaze on her, he really sees her, and Alice feels her carefully guarded heart start to crack, because Alice has always seen the world so clearly through her lens, but she's never met someone who sees her just as clearly.
Ooh, cute. I like that. Come
Yeah.
back as a person you've come with when you're younger and now you're older.
Little second chance romance.
Yes.
We'd love it. Love to see it.
One of my other reads that I've really wanted to this year, which comes out May the 6th,
Ooh.
Silver Elite by Danny Francis. Now, I heard this was going to be like the new dystopian book, and you know I love
Ooh,
dystopians,
yes.
so I'm very excited to read it.
It's a good month for you.
I know. It's a young woman must conceal her psychic powers and her attraction to her handsome, infuriating commanding officer as she works undercover to take down a brutal government from within. The world is divided. On the continent, you're either a prime. On the continent, you're either a prime, immune to the biotoxin that nearly wiped out the Earth's population 150 years ago, or a modified, one who is enhanced by the toxin, developing powerful psychic gifts. As conflict rages between the two sides, Ren, living in hiding, occasionally running the odd op for rebel uprising against the Prime's oppressive rule, she must keep a low profile. After all, if the enemy finds out that she's a mod with a staggering 4 psychic abilities, she won't just be sent to a labor camp, she'll be executed immediately and without trial. When a careless mistake puts Ren in the crosshairs of the continent's military, she's taken captive and forced to join the most silver elite bloc. Unwittingly, they've handed her the perfect opportunity for the uprising to strike a devastating blow from the inside their ranks. That is, if she keeps her powers hidden, survive training, and prove herself to cross Redden, her maddening, cocky commanding officer. Despite the explosive chemistry between them, Cross doesn't trust her, even as he seems determined to destroy the remaining shreds of Ren's self-control. Yet, as the war between primes and mods escalate, and as Ren and Cross find themselves unable to stay away from each other, they must decide how far they're willing to go for their secrets, and how much of the continent is worth saving. Whew, that was a lot.
Ooh.
I love dystopians.
Yes.
And I haven't read one in
Right up your alley.
right up my alley in
Yeah.
decades. So I've heard really good reviews because the early release came out of this book.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
we'll see.
exciting.
We'll see.
And when does that come out?
The 6th of May.
Ooh, coming up. I have Dying to Meet You by Serena Bowen. This will be released on May 13th. Rowan Gallagher is a devoted single mother and a talented architect with a high-profile commission restoring a historic mansion for the most powerful family in Maine. But inside, she's a mess. She knows that stalking her ex's avatar all over Portland on her phone isn't the healthiest way to heal from their breakup, but she's out of ice cream and she's sick of rom-coms. Watching his every move is both fascinating and infuriating. He's dining out while she's wallowing on the couch. The last straw comes when he parks in their favorite spot on the waterfront. In a weak moment, she leashes the dog and sets off to see who else is in his car. Instead of catching her ex in a kiss, Rowan becomes the first witness to his murder and the primary suspect. But Rowan isn't the only one keeping secrets. As she digs for the truth, she uncovers the dead man was stalking her too, gathering intimate details about her job and her past. Struggling to clear her name, Rowan finds herself spiraling into the shadowy plot that killed him. Will she be the next to die?
Ooh.
pretty good. I
That's
was
cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It seems like that book would kind of grip you immediately.
Yeah.
What's happening.
Like stalking and then reverse stalking.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Stalking from beyond the grave.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. Another May the 6th, Society of Lies by Lauren Lang Brown. How far would you go to belong? Maya has returned to Princeton for her college reunion. It's been a decade since she's graduated, and this visit is special because she will also be attending the graduation of her little sister, Naomi. But what should have been a dream weekend becomes Maya's worst nightmare, and she receives the news that Naomi is dead. The police are calling it an accident, but Maya suspects that there is more to the story than they're letting on. As Maya pieces together what happened in the months leading up to her sister's death, she begins to realize how much Naomi hid from her. Despite Maya's warning, Naomi joined Sterling Club, the most exclusive social club on campus, the same one Maya belonged to. And if she had to guess, Naomi was most likely tapped for the secret society within. Maya knows that her sister isn't the first person in the society to turn up dead. Now every clue is leading Maya back to the past and to the secret she's been keeping all these years.
Ooh, I love a good thriller with secret society.
Yes, like murder mystery.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this one.
Love that. My last one is Beautiful Venom by Rena Kent. This will be released on May 27th. And this one is one of her first like standalones that's not in the Renaverse, if you know Rena Kent's books. In a den of vipers, revenge is the deadliest venom. They shattered my world, now I'll bring down theirs. The problem, I have virtually no way to trace the puppet master. My only lead, the Vipers, an elite college hockey team that rules the ice and the shadows beyond it. To infiltrate their secret society, I set my sights on their weakest link, Kane Davenport, the charismatic captain and the lone green flag in a nest of serpents. But too late, I realize I've enticed the most venomous snake. Kane's friendly facade hides a predator more dangerous than I imagined. He quickly unveils the monster lurking beneath the surface, a monster who lured me in only to trap me in a lethal game with no escape. Pretty vague,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hockey.
sounds pretty good. Hockey, romance,
Cool.
dark romance.
Oh, we like
shall
dark romance. My last one releases May the 20th, Wandering Wild by Lynette Noni. She hates him, he needs her. Can they survive when all they have is each other? Xander Ruin was the darling of Hollywood until he fell from glory and was labeled a problematic bad boy. His public image needs fixing, fast, or he'll lose the role of a lifetime and all his dreams. Charlie Hart is a regular teenage girl who despises everything Xander represents. But thanks to her scheming best friend and an ill-timed social media competition, Charlie finds herself pretending to be Xander's biggest fan on a 4-day reality TV adventure led by renowned survivalist Riken Hawk. When their trip goes horribly wrong, Charlie and Xander are left stranded in the wilderness. No Riken, no film crew, no rescue. The only way they'll survive is if they trust each other, but in order to do so, both will have to let go of the ghosts of their past and just maybe find themselves and one another in the process.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
That sounds really good. Cute.
I like that.
Cute. Yeah. This is a really good month for both of us for different reasons.
Yeah, definitely. There are good releases this month.
There really
There was
are.
tons actually on the list, so.
Absolutely. You guys have to go check out Goodreads lists for monthlies and pick the month of May. There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really excited for all of these May releases.
Yeah.
I probably won't read them in May.
Yeah, exactly. TBR is too stacked right now.
Too tall with books. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's it for this episode. Pick up All the Missing Pieces by, I can't remember her name now, but you've heard it in the beginning of the
Yes,
episode.
exactly.
So you know what it is.
You know.
There is 5 weekends in the month of May. Santana and I are not going to do 5 episodes. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. We're going to take a little break.
We're going to take a little break. Where that break is, we don't know at the moment.
Yes.
But just so you are aware, one of these weeks we're not going to have any episodes. We will post about it on our social media pages,
Yeah.
so you're aware of that.
Exactly.
We're still going to do the 4-day. We're still going to have this episode plus the review at the end of the month, and then 2 more.
Yeah.
Right, that's 4. I'm terrible at counting. It's a filming day, so we're towards the end of our filming day. But yeah, just so you guys are aware, only 4. We're going to stick with the 4. The extra week, just do some more reading.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, everyone, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.